more recently I discovered green scents, green perfumes. I had no idea before, maybe about 2, 3 months ago, that I would absolutely adore green scents. It wasn't even something I was thinking about at all. And when I smelled the first green perfume I was exposed to, I thought it was fabulous. I will talk about the one that was the very first green perfume. I didn't even know it was categorized as green perfume. I just loved it so much. And since then, I have found several more that I absolutely adore. Since it's a more recent discovery, I do not have every single green perfume on my list, or I haven't tried every single green perfume that was ever released. I don't have as extensive of an experience with green scents as maybe with some other scents that I talked about in my other videos, but still I want to tell you about these because they're phenomenal, and if you enjoy green scents like me, you would love these perfumes. Green scents remind us of nature, the beautiful leaves, the flowers, the plants. I feel it brings us closer to nature. They're very elegant, they're very fresh and comforting, almost like going to a spa or a relaxing area, relaxing garden, and sit outside, listen to the birds chirping. That's what it reminds me of, these scents. So first, I have 10 scents altogether. On the 10th spot, I want to talk about Fugazi's Thirsty. So this one is a nice scent. It has bamboo, apple, galbanum, fig, some woody notes, and amber. I did not upgrade to a full bottle just yet, even though I love Fugazi, as you know, and I purchased a lot of full bottles. I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to get a full bottle of this. It is nice. It is really green, but I think the bamboo kind of takes it to a little bit of a different direction than most green perfumes go. Slightly reminds me of the zoologist's perfume Original Elephant, which also had a bamboo note, but that was more of a jungly, humid kind of scent. So and I did not like that from the zoologist. So this one is not as stuffy and humid. It's a lot more fresh. The fig definitely is there, the woody notes. I don't pick up on any apple, but the bamboo is a prominent note here. So this one, I put it at the bottom because I don't have as much experience with it. If you enjoy bamboo notes, it's a nice green option. Not my top choice, but it is a nice option for you. Next, I have one that is not very well known, I guess. It's Ex Nihilo's Viper Green. I'm just getting acquainted with Ex Nihilo. I have a few bottles and quite a few samples from the house. It can go either way for me with Ex Nihilo, love or hate kind of relationship. I haven't gotten a lot of full bottles from them, but interestingly, Viper Green is one of those scents that I adored. It's not the most popular option from the house, but I really enjoy this green scent. It has some mandarin orange. It has some galbanum and vetiver, and it is a really beautiful vetiver scent at the end of the day. It's also not super expensive. You could find it at discounters, secondary market all the time. It's a nice green vetiver scent. There's no extra super note. There's no other notes that are taking it to any other direction. It's just a simple vetiver. It is very beautiful. So this is number 9 for me. Next, I have a Guerlain for you, Joyous Tuberose. So believe it or not, even though it is called tuberose, it's more of a green type of tuberose. When you smell the leaves and the stem and the everything in the plant, it does have tuberose obviously, but the top, it starts out with green notes. Then you have some tuberose, some lily, some jasmine, some vanilla, sandalwood, and vetiver. So it starts with the green notes and it dries down to vetiver. You could smell the tuberose in it slightly, but just a tint, a hint of tuberose. So I wouldn't categorize this necessarily a tuberose scent. There's nothing creamy in it. There's nothing bubble gummy in it. It's a beautiful green scent with a hint of tuberose. So if you like green scents, it's perfectly blended, just like all the other Guerlains. If you like green scents and something like a little bit of flower, floral, a little tuberose sounds good to you, this is a really nice option. I don't think it's a powerhouse just like all the other Guerlains. It's nice. It stays on your skin as a soft bubble, but I enjoy this scent. It is really nice. It is number 8. Number 7, I want to talk to you about Chanel 19 Poudre. So Poudre, and I have all the other Chanels here because I think Chanel does green perfume the best. So this one is the Poudre version. This has galbanum, neroli, mandarin orange, iris, jasmine, vetiver, and some tonka with some musks. So I love the original 19, and that is on my list as well. This one is a little bit more powdery from the iris. So at first I didn't know if I wanted to keep it, but eventually I used it a couple of times on my skin and then I understood the scent a little bit more. I think 19 is a masterpiece and Poudre is kind of like a flanker to that. So you don't need all the bottles. If you prefer something softer where it's still green, but the green note is not as sharp, it's a little bit more toned down with that iris, little bit more powdery, then Poudre is a better choice for you. I have Cristal at the spot number 6, which is similar, but it has a little bit more floral and fruity notes with some hyacinth, some honeysuckle, jasmine, and also iris. So it's a little bit more sparkly. This one is not as powdery, it's definitely green. If you don't like green notes, stay away from this one. Cristal is also super green. All these flowers, you smell all these flowers, but they're all green. So hint of all these mix of different flowers with the green leaves. The green leaves is what you smell here the most. And it's not as powdery as Poudre. Number 5 for me is 19, Chanel number 19, which I think is an absolute masterpiece. 19 has some green notes, bergamot, neroli. It also has some iris notes, rose, narcissus, lily of the valley, some ylang, some oak moss, vetiver, leather, and sandalwood. Beautifully blended. You cannot smell the leather, but you do smell this beautiful creamy dry down. So with this one, it starts out and it stays super green. Oh, so beautiful. But if you put it on skin, as the greenness fades away, it becomes more and more creamy, and it smells like an expensive lotion that maybe someone rubbed on you in a spa. It's the most relaxing, harmonious, clean kind of smell that almost brings you out in a garden, sitting by flowers and trees. It is absolute masterpiece. And even take it up a notch is another Chanel for me, number 4, which is Cristal Vert. Vert comes in this eau de toilette form, not eau de parfum. in this bottle. It's a little bit vintage looking, but I kind of like how the bottle looks like, and how it sprays and the whole presentation. There's some charm in it. So this one, if you will, it's a little even more green, if you could even top that. This one is mixed with a little bit of citruses. So this is a little citrus, but still the green notes are more prominent than the citrus. The citrus is just blended in and gives a little bit more of sparkle. Has lily of the valley and definitely the green notes. So it's a beautiful freshie for the summer, predominantly green with some citrusy undertones, which makes it so interesting. I love this one. The number third spot is not very well known perfume that I recently discovered, is Lily of the Valley from Cartier, which is the Muguet in French. So if you don't like Lily of the Valley, still give this a chance. Or if you're looking for the perfect Lily of the Valley, give this a chance. Why? Because similar to Joyous Tuberose, this one is 100% green perfume. So yes, the Lily of the Valley is there, and you smell that it's there in the most beautiful form. Lily of the Valley is an overpowering flower. When you pick a bouquet of it in the garden and you put your nose in it, it's an overwhelmingly soapy kind of scent. What they did here is art. They kept the photorealistic Lily of the Valley, and you know I'm always looking for that photorealistic flower scent, but it's toned down and the green notes come up to the surface. So when it's mixed with that Lily of the Valley and there's no other note in it to take you to a different direction, there's no citrus, there's no vetiver, there's nothing else, it becomes this super fresh, just as if you went outside and you took one stem from the garden, not the whole bouquet, just one stem of Lily of the Valley, and you just kind of brought it close to your nose like this, so you could smell the leaves, the flowers, the garden, and you could smell that the Lily of the Valley is there. But it's not overpowering, it's not soapy, it's not cloying, it's not too floral, it's not like a typical white floral that if you're not into white floral, you cannot stand. This is 100% green perfume, but beautifully done, beautifully done. Give this a chance. If you're looking for Lily of the Valley, not predominantly white floral, but Lily of the Valley scent that is photorealistic, then try this. I haven't tried Guerlain's Muguet yet. However, I read a lot of reviews that said it's not super long lasting. It's a very weak kind of perfume that if you spray it on, very quickly it evaporates and you don't smell it anymore. Well, Cartier stays with you the whole day. So it is a perfect option for Lily of the Valley for people who love green scents. Okay, now getting to the end of my list, next up is Dior's Dior Riviera. You see I have a huge bottle. I actually had a second bottle which I just sold because I thought I'm getting ridiculous with all these backups. But Dior Riviera was my very first green scent that I have ever experienced, and I didn't even know at the time that this is considered a green scent. It's more of a fig. They oftentimes categorize it as a fig scent, and fig is the top note, but you also have the green notes and some rose mixed in. I think this was one of those first creations MFK started for Dior. A lot of people hate what he did to Dior. I don't love all the scents that he created for Dior, but this is a masterpiece. This is 100% masterpiece. I sometimes use lotion, the Dior Riviera lotion with this scent. This is the perfect scent for the summer. It is fig dominant, but it's this elegant, deep fig, green fig that stays on your skin all day. It's almost like as if there's a tea note in it as well. It's really elegant. It's super pleasant, a pleasant wearing experience. It's not necessarily creamy. That green fig stays with you for the whole duration of the wearing. But if you love fig, and the fig that is not super creamy, but more green, this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, summer perfumes that I have ever used. Um, and then here we come to number one spot is Chanel's Bel Respiro. So I spoke about this when I featured Chanel in another video. A lot of people equate Bel Respiro with freshly cut grass, and grass comes up as one of the notes that hits your nose. Now, the grass, you know, as Chanel does all their scents, everything is perfectly blended and perfected to this unspeakable elegance that no one else does. And this is a green scent that actually dries down in creaminess. I don't necessarily smell grass, but there's green notes here. Definitely beautiful green note that becomes this creamy lotion in its dry down. It's absolutely breathtaking to me. It's 100% masterpiece. If you love green perfumes, you need to give this a chance. All of these perfumes are highly unisex. If someone is into green perfumes, men or women could use all of these green perfumes. They're all beautiful masterpieces that I highly recommend, especially for the spring and the summertime.